Hey there, it's Shannon from Gigi's Fabric Shop, home of Juki Junkies and Janome Junkies. And today I'm really excited to talk about this question that I get asked all the time. Can you make money on embroidery? Stay tuned. Hey there, welcome back friends, and I'm so excited to talk about this topic because, well, let's face it, I get asked this question all the time, and rightly so. Can I make money doing embroidery? And to let the cat out of the bag, the short and simple answer is yes, you can. You absolutely can make money doing embroidery. So it's a fair question, right? You're about to make a big investment in a multi-needle machine. I get it. You want to have confidence to make sure that you can make product, sell product, earn a profit, and pay off the machine that maybe you're just about to purchase. So let's talk about a few things to consider as you start your embroidery journey. Okay, first up, I just want to talk about embroidery in general. Embroidery, my folks, is not a trend. It's not going to go away tomorrow. And next year, 5 years, 10 years, stitching embroidery has been a mainstay for generations, and it's not going away. In fact, there is a growing demand more than ever today. So just to prove my point, there's a little exercise or a little homework I want you to do. The next time you're out in your community, I want you to start paying attention to embroidery wherever you go. Before you know it, it will be everywhere. So here's a few things I want you to think about when you drop your kids off at school. When you go to your kids' football games or soccer games or baseball. So think about sports teams. Think about the medical industry, physicians, dentists, doctors, orthopedics. They're all wearing embroidered scrubs. Think about your nail salon or your hairdresser. Probably they've got embroidered smocks. Walk through those boutiques in your community and look at the gifts on those shelves. It can be baby gifts. It can be monogram towels. They can be wedding gifts. Before you know it, you will see embroidery everywhere. And this is the exercise. I want you to discover that the opportunity is right there waiting for you. So I like to think why the embroidery is such an opportunity for you is, one, you can do it in your own home when you decide. So don't quit that job, and you don't have to go out and buy 5 multi-needle machines. You can start with 1. You can do it at night. You can do it on the weekends. The best part is you get to decide on how to scale your business. And folks, most side hustles are not that flexible. All right, so the next section is, what are the things you need to consider or other investments when you decide to move into the embroidery journey? There's a handful of things that you'll need, and I'm going to kind of walk through those a little bit. First of all is, once you've purchased the embroidery machine, there's going to be some other things or investments that you're going to need to make for your business. The first up are blanks. Those are blanks that you're actually going to embroider on. So depending on the type of projects that you want to do, you'll want to be able to purchase those blanks. So some examples might be hats, maybe towels, totes, any type of bags, garments. Let's talk about little onesies or toddler clothes, aprons, maybe golf bags. The list just goes on. So remember, I had you do that exercise as you look through your community on what's trending. You can also do this online. Find something that you're passionate about, because you're going to be making this probably over and over and over again. So blanks is number 1. Next up is stabilizer. That's number 2, and you're going to have stabilizer. You're going to have tear away, cut away, and probably wash away. And it's not expensive, but I always like to be transparent that there are essential supplies that you need to get your embroidery business started. So stabilizer is number 2 on my list. All right, next up, 3 is thread, and I'm going to throw notions in there as well. So you're going to need good quality thread on your embroidery machine. Here at Juki Junkies and Gigi's Fabric Shop, if you've watched any of my videos, you know I am a loyalist to Glide 40 weight thread, and it's all I use on my embroidery project. So good quality thread, strong thread, and you'll want a variety of colors depending on the projects that you'll be making. I have a wall of thread in my sewing room at home. Truth be told, I think I have every single color of Glide thread, and that's over 350 colors. So you don't need to start off that way. I've been collecting thread for years, but thread you will definitely need for your embroidery projects. Of course, you'll need bobbin thread, needles, snips, and scissors. These are all common notions in our sewing room, but these are things that you're going to need for your embroidery projects too. The other investment that you might want to consider are optional hoops. Now, the Juki Tajima Sai has a variety of hoops that comes with this machine. She has 2 4x4s, 2 8x12s, and 2 hat hoops. So if you want to make hats, which there's so much profit in hats, this machine is fantastic. What I love about you getting 2 of every size is that while one is sewing, you can be prepping the other one. Now, you may want other optional hoops in addition to what comes with the Juki Tajima Sai. So the Juki Tajima Sai does offer a sock hoop, and yes, you can do socks, and even a shoe hoop. Who wouldn't want some personalized embroidery on a shoe? Maybe it's flowers, maybe their initials, maybe your girls are on a cheer squad and you want to put their names on their tennis shoes. So those are optional hoops. Now, you may want to move into fast frames or even magnetic frames, and again, those are other optional hoops that you can get down the road depending on the projects that you want to do. Let's spend a little bit of time talking more about the Juki Tajima Sai. So I personally own this machine, and I personally have a side hustle. I actually have 2 multi-needle machines, and she was the second one I purchased just about 2 years ago. And all of these tips and questions I'm giving you today, folks, I've asked myself the same thing. I want to know that the things that I'm going to sell at my markets that I'm doing, that I'm gonna earn a profit to pay for this machine every single month. So here at Juki Junkies, we offer synchrony financing on the Juki Tajima Sai, 0% for 5 years. So give or take, depending on what your purchase is, she might come in just around $200, a little bit more than $200 a month. And that is really inexpensive when it comes to starting your own business. You're not starting up a brick and mortar and having to pay for a bunch of inventory. You can do it for as little as $200-300 a month, which I feel like is a little bit doable. So, but let's go back to the Juki Tajima Sai. She's a compact machine, and that's why I love her. She can fit anywhere. She is commercial grade, which means she can run 24/7 if you want to. Tajima's been making embroidery machines for 80 years. So what I love about this machine is you're getting all of the components that equal commercial grade. She comes with software, and I already mentioned all the variety of hoops that she comes with. And so as I mentioned earlier, these questions and things that I'm telling you to consider are the very things I did when I was looking to purchase this machine a couple of years ago. And I think the best part is when you choose Juki Junkies as a dealer, you get me. You get me. So I'm a seasoned embroidery, but I'm your embroidery specialist. So what that means is when this machine comes home, if you have any questions about it, I am just a phone call away, which is fantastic. We ship these nationwide, so don't feel like you have to be in our backyard. I will always be there to help you on your journey. If you don't know anything about Juki Junkies, we pride ourselves on customer service. That is where we shine, and that is where we want to show up for you anytime you need us. So we also have a YouTube channel, and I would invite you, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, I've got a number of videos on the Juki Tajima side. I have a video which we'll link in the comments below on the top 10 things why I love this machine. I even have a hat video. I show you how to install the hat hoop and actually stitch out a hat, which, like I said, hats are very profitable. So YouTube is definitely there as a resource for you. And we have another resource, if that wasn't enough. We have a private Facebook group. It's over 30,000 members, and you can always go into that page and ask for help if it's late one night and you can't get a hold of me. And we have one more Facebook group, and that is the Juki Tajima Sai Facebook group as well. So once you've had the chance to watch those videos and you have questions, give me a call at 813-661-9000. I want to make sure that we're getting you into the right machine, and most importantly, answering your questions before you make that purchase when I know it is a big, big investment. So you're probably still asking, is this really worth it? And I'm going to tell you, I think it is. An investment in a machine with some supplies is going to let you be on a road to make your own schedule and scale the business the way you want to scale your business. Embroidery isn't going away. It's been here for generations, and it is on a growing demand than ever before in the last few years. From babies to toddlers to sports to weddings and grandparents, at any milestone in between. You get to choose what you want to embroider. And it's not just about monogramming, and it's not just about personalization. There are so many other things that you can do on an embroidery machine. You can do earrings. You can do key fobs. You can do in the hoop projects like tote bags and purses and mug rugs. I mean, the list goes on. So you can decide what you want to do, which I think is fantastic. And then you get the chance to scale it at the rate that you want to scale it. It's a compact machine. You don't have to quit your job, and you can work nights or weekends, and you get to decide where you want to take your embroidery journey starting today. So if you're thinking about starting an embroidery business, I'd love to know what you're thinking about. Would it be pet gear, maybe baby clothes, maybe monogramming wedding towels or napkins? I'd love to know in the comments below. And as I said, if you've got questions on this Juki Tajima Sai, I am just a phone call away. 813-661-9000. Until next time, I can't wait to see what you're stitching.